Paramotor, you are go for throttle up.
Oh, it's beautiful. Ah, lovely. Just got back from the PMC fly-in. Well, it's more of a drive-in. It was probably about 15 minutes of flyable weather, and that was a bit rough. We're rolling. Let's see if I can get it on my foot without dropping it. Yeah, baby. Okay. Just up for a little bimble. This is the last chance I'll get before the remnants of another hurricane wash through the UK. Lorenzo, I believe it is this time. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're just down at the PMC autumn meet there in Cornwall. It's a bloody long way away. And the weather was absolute pants. So I've not edited the footage yet, but by the time you see this I will have done, so let's go watch that now. Steering wheel cam. On my way down to PMC autumn meet. Weather is tragic, don't know if there'll be any flying, but we're going anyway. Giles's van is broken down, so I've got a tranny. I've got a transit van, and I'm going to drive past Giles' house and hot LZ, chuck him in the back and get on down there. Let's go pick up Golf Foxtrot 22. Do you want to go camping, Giles? I don't know if you can hear me. It's not flyable at the moment. There's some weather coming in out there, and Giles has decided to try and get his tent up before it gets here. So I could help or I could film him. I want you to talk me through it as you go.
As I go? Right,
Yeah.
The bottom bit, and I'm trying to make it not go away. Done that all wrong.
Why have you waited till the rain started?
I know. I'm a stubborn ass.
I'm in the van. Out of the rain. Do you want a hand?
No, I'm alright.
I'm starting to feel guilty.
No.
Oh no, it's passed.
Swat.
This is the garage. There's all our motors and stuff, and some beers. The wind has died down. Here's my chariot for this evening. Dry, warm. Here's Giles. Probably gonna die. Giles going for a flight. In between the gusts, it's quite nice.
Who's camping in what then?
Joined here by Wiltshire man, Sandy, the famous Sandy Wiltshire man, and his missus, Mandy. Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
smile,
Mandy.
she's like missing a tooth. Edit that one out, edit that one out.
I got the Ben Raven.
Hello.
Giles is going for one. But that's a big old cloud over there. That one looks small on the GoPro, but it's towering. Clear prop. Giles has just gone up to park for a bit.
I reckon my ground speed would be faster than that.
Hang in the sky and chill out. It's just hanging there.
That's rough up there.
I bet it is. Okay, talk to camera, go. Hi. This is a Speedster 224 and an Oscar Haynes 18. He's gonna get shit on YouTube for not wearing a helmet. Giles doing a bit of training here, young Oscar, because you don't know shit. So
I'm actually teaching Giles at the moment. I'm showing him how to kite and stuff. He's been a bit rusty at the moment. So. That's it, Giles. Keep it up.
you getting it?
That's it. That's it. Now run. Give a bit more brake pressure. A bit more brake pressure.
He's on the wife beater.
Better watch out for that. Particularly if he's wearing a vest underneath that. Sticky careful.
Oh, that's it. You're on YouTube now. Yeah, that was pretty mucky. It was cool that there weren't loads of people there, so you know, you got more time to chat with those that were there, and I met some people I hadn't met before. Sandy, Wiltshire man, I'd met him but not Mandy, his missus. A couple of wrong uns, them two. Can't wait to see him again. Hope to do some more stuff with Sandy in the future. Simon and Julie, hadn't met those before, a lovely couple. Looking forward to going down there again. Had a couple of invites to go down to Cornwall and fly, so keep an eye on flyable weather and weekends. Oh, it's good to be up. It's been a while. I've not flown from this field for 4 months, 5 months, I don't know, a long time. But it feels good to be up. I was down at paramotoring.com, see the new logo on the wing, hope you can see it. There it is. A company that sponsor me, help me out with stuff, help me get to stuff, which is good, as long as I agree to mention them in the videos, which I will happily do. I wouldn't mention, I wouldn't be affiliated with anybody I didn't think was any good. And when Simon from Paramotor Training first got in touch, I didn't really know him that well, so I rang a bunch of people that I did trust and asked them what they thought. You know, and most of them said he was okay, so yeah, happy to recommend those guys. Based down in Swindon, paramotortraining.com, obviously on the web. I'm going to get down there sometime over the next couple of months on a weekend when there's a bunch of students in, and do some filming down there to give a sort of a good idea to those noobs that are thinking of getting into it, what to expect from training. Yeah, that's one for the near future. Let's lose a bit of height. Look, lean. Ah, yes. I need to sort of practice wing overs and start learning how to do it, I think. Gentle turns is probably the limit of my acro. Yeah, we're getting some steeper turns. I think it's about managing that pendulum motion. My tick over seems low. I'm sure I've got it adjusted like as far as it will go on the carb and on my throttle, and it still seems to want to quit when I go to tick over now and again. And it's not the sort of thing you want to test in the air. What else is there for people who have just discovered paramotoring and thinking of getting into it? YouTube. That's where you find it, that's where you get all your info. Oh, it's a bit rocky. Woo! That's where you find it, that's where you get all your info. Be careful where you get your info, because lots of people in paramotoring, which is a small industry, are selling things, which is fine, you know what I mean? You've got to buy things, you need someone to sell it. But if someone says their thing's the best and everything else is crap, then you know you can't trust that person. There's no best paramotor, there's no best wing. Lots of people are asking, which wing should I buy, which wing should I buy? I'm starting training soon, and the answer is you need to do your training first, because your instructor will look at your weight, look at the motor you might be learning on, your ability. Lots of different factors determine what wing, and more importantly what size of wing you get. Beginners will generally have a wing that's fairly big because it's floaty and boaty and safe, and then the more intermediate pilots will get smaller wings for their body weight, and then your crazy guys or your very small guys will have a smaller wing, a much smaller wing, and it makes it much more rocky down here. It makes it much more agile in the air. You know, you pull on the brakes and whoosh, you're gone round. Whereas on a beginner wing, you pull on the brakes and you slowly start to turn, and that's what you want as a beginner. And there's no perfect paramotor setup. It depends what you want. This one is great for me. It's heavy, but I don't mind the weight at all. It's a 4-stroke, so it's low maintenance, which is good for me. Somebody with a dodgy knee would perhaps want a lighter motor. Somebody with a smaller body might want a lighter motor. Somebody who's more into acro and spinning it around pylons is definitely going to want a lighter motor, you know? And there's tons of options for all people, but you can't make those decisions really until you've spoken to someone who knows what they're talking about, and ideally that's your instructor. So in short, be careful of watching Dell and be careful of watching Captain Kurt. Oi, Rocky. So I've had my little flight. Last chance for a week or two, I think, looking at the weather. That'll do me. Nice little buzz round. Oh, yes. Okay, wind switchy, but roughly 45 degrees onto that field. Plane is up the far end. Still quite high, it doesn't matter if I go long. That'll do. Engine off, out, oscillations stopped. Yeah, baby, beautiful.